good idea. So, my name is Arthur. Hi everybody. I am a polar conservationist, which is the best job in the world because it means that I get to hang around with polar bears. Polar bears like Bjorn here. Hello, yeah. He's very clever, he knows his name. Breath is terrible, sorry about that. Bjorn is an adult male polar bear. He's about 8 years old and he is fully grown. I mean, I really hope that he's fully grown at this stage. Now, I'm looking at your faces. I can read the crowd a little bit. I can tell what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourselves, Arthur, are you absolutely sure that this is safe? And that's a very reasonable question, you know. Hypercarnivorous apex predator in a shopping centre environment. Very good question. But what I will say to reassure you is that I would never bring a wild bear into an environment like this, okay? And Bjorn here is no wild bear. He's been with me since he was a tiny little cub. Yeah, this is so I will say that polar bears, they're not the most territorial of bears, but I would definitely recommend that everybody keeps their feet off of the white mat because he does definitely think of this as being his territory. So I would take if you look down and your feet are on the white, take a little step back. Otherwise, he could feel cornered and he could react badly. Okay, there we go. So he's been with me since he was a tiny little cub, about 30 centimeters long, and so he's really well accustomed to being around human beings. And if you watch this, I can approach him and stand quite close to him. He doesn't seem to mind as long as I'm very calm and I move slowly. That's great, Bjorn, well done. And look, I can even give him a little bit of a stroke, maybe a tickle behind his ear, which is specialised. All right, doesn't know his own strength. But as you can see, very accustomed to being around human beings at this point, okay? And I think we might even have an opportunity later on for some of you to meet Bjorn up and close and personal yourself. Does that sound good? I thought it might. But first, before I can countenance you guys meeting a polar bear up close and personal, I think we should test your polar bear general knowledge. As a polar conservationist, it's very important to me that people know a thing or